Hello, I am Fencka and welcome to another Guilds of Ravnica draft. Let's jump right in and check what the first pack offers us. Last time we did Izet and it didn't really work that well. Let's try something else this time. It's been a while since I played Dimir, so with the Ritual of Soot that would be a good start for some kind of Dimir control. Let's see, if we could get back either the takedown or the spy bug, that would be nice. We have quite a few red cards, but nothing that amazing. Alright, let's go with the Ritual of Soot. Here the best card, I think, would be the Watcher of Mist, so it will most likely be Dimir in the end. But what kind of Dimir? With the Ritual of Soot, probably some control version. I'd rather play an aggressive Dimir. I like the more proactive decks in this format. But we are not really getting cards for that, it seems. Let's go for the Lovelet Giant. Probably won't do that much direct damage, but we need a big finisher. Let's take it. And now we have... what do we have? 2 big creatures. Definitely don't want another giant. The Dowser. I think we can get Dowsers later. We could go for Hypothesis and just make it 3-colored deck. Sure, let's see what's gonna happen. I'm not a big fan of Notion Rain. I think here I'll take the Whisper Agent. It's not guaranteed that I'm gonna play the Hypothesis, so for now I will still draft as if I'm going for a pure Dimir. Selective Snare could be okay, but mostly against Celestia. Severed Strands is most likely it's not gonna be a deck for Severed Strands. Goblin Pyromancer. Even if we end up with 3 colors, I don't think that I want to play a 2-mana card that has the splashed color in the casting cost. Okay, let's go with the bats. We need at least some creatures. Another agent. Actually, just keep drafting more agents. And some maybe aggressive 2-drops. I could end up playing the aggressive Dimir, maybe even drop the Ritual of Soot. Although that's quite unlikely. Thinking about Share Strike. Just build some kind of aggressive 3-colored insanity. Necrolisk is horrible. I don't want to play Never Happen. Okay, let's go with the Dowser here. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I want another Dowser. This is definitely not the deck for Maximize Altitude, so yeah, let's go for the Guild Gate. Etranta is a nice rare. Okay, fine. Let's go with Etranta. I don't want to pick up too many small creatures when we are playing Ritual of Soot. But I can't just pass the Dimir Spyback. How much Surveil do we have? Oh, not that much. 1, 2... Oh, 3, 4. We have those 2 agents. Okay, fine. Let's go with the bug. With the bug, Notion Rain is suddenly a little bit better. Thinking about Experimental Frenzy even. No. Like the main reason I'm thinking about it is because I need the 4th copy for Constructed. Thinking if I want to get the Guild Gate here, or the Disdainful Stroke, how likely it is that I'm gonna end up with 3 colors. And the only card that would really be worth it is the Hypothesical. But I'm not gonna splash just that. And if I end up with only 2 colors, I don't think that the Guild Gate is such a high priority. Let's go with the Stroke. Devious card. This is gonna be a weird deck. You're not really getting the cards that are required for control or aggressive Dimir. That's just gonna be something in between that's just not gonna work. But Beacon Bolt could be a reason to splash something. How many spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. In that case, we would play the Hypothesical. Okay, fine. With the Beacon Ball, this could convince me to really go 3 colors and some control deck. Let's go with the Crab then. Dazzling Lights. Nothing here. Woodmark Painter would be horrible in this deck, as would anything else basically. I'll pick up the Locket in case we get some black-green card like Find Finality that we would want to play. Okay, Venerated Loxodon. Oh, we are not playing that. Deadweight or Disinformation Campaign. Do we have enough Surveil to return this information campaign reliably? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. 6. Okay, fine. Oh, this is nice. It's gonna be hard to cast with 3 colors. Now I kinda regret not picking up those Guild Gates. Again, the dead way that I'm passing here. But the Nightfall Predator is just too good. This is not the deck for Severed Strands. I'll Actually, is it gonna be the Locket or the Guild Gate? I think the Guild Gate here. We'll go with 3 colors. Oh, Deadly Visit is nice. Playcrafter or Deadly Visit. I pick up another 5 mana card. Yeah, I'll have to cut all my expensive creatures. Playcrafter is so bad in this deck. We'll probably just kill a token or 1-drop or something. What about Blood Operative? Actually is the best option here. I completely missed that. Here, Piston Fist Cyclops might be decent. Just as an aggressive wall. I don't expect that I would attack with it, I just want to stop the early aggression, and the Cyclops are quite good at that. Snitch will be a nice 2-drop for us. The Mesmerist, maybe. Do we have Divis cover up already? We have 1 copy, I don't want the second one. So let's grab the Guild Gate. And there is nothing here. I'm hoping that maybe 1 more Guild Gate would find its way to us, but it's quite unlikely at this point. Wow, I have no idea what to think about this deck. Let's get rid of everything we definitely don't want to play. How many 1 toughness creatures do we have? If I get rid of the Mesmerist... Giant is probably too much. And we still need to cut 4 cards. How many creatures do we have? 16. Let's get rid of the Mesmerist. It's not that good when defending. We are not interested in attacking early. I think I have to keep the Vapors. Maybe I can cut 1 copy of Notion Rain. Veiled Shade and 1 more card. Oh, the Necrolisk, that's a pretty bad creature. So what are we looking at now? All of this is fine. 3 sources of red on 2 cards. And cast the Cyclops with blue only. 7 sources, 9 sources of blue, 7 sources of black. Think about maybe cutting 1 island. And get 1 more mountain. But with so much Servile, we should be able to get red quite reliably. Well, this is a weird deck, but it may actually have a chance to get like 4 or 5 wins. Unless we get screwed by the RNG and just don't get mana. This is how I usually lose most my games. Wow, this is a pretty bad draw. But we are on draw, so hopefully we draw at least a 3-drop. We have 2 colors, the main colors of course. Our opponent went down to 6. Maybe when he went down to 6, I should have mulliganed as well. What's it gonna be? Oh, that improved the situation pretty significantly. The Informant turn 3, this is the Influence Stroke turn 4. And no creature turn 2. Yeah, this is looking better and better. Wow, that's pretty aggressive. Wouldn't it be better to first surveil and then decide if I want to send the card to the graveyard? What the hell? We don't really need second black. We just need to get to 5th mana for the Watcher. I think I'll leave it like this. What the hell is our opponent doing with that wand? Okay, this is fine. We play the Guild Gate next turn. Disinformation campaign, and we'll have the Disdainful Stroke available. What the hell? Is this just some kind of self-mill strategy? Yeah, let's just get rid of that. It's not exactly a must counter creature, but it's be mana effective, reduce the board presence as much as possible. I'll play the agent here so that I can return the campaign. Papers, no. Let's send it to the graveyard. Okay, that was a nice hit for us. Okay, that was enough. But now I'm really curious, what was our opponent trying to do with that wand? Like, what was the purpose of milling so aggressively? Okay, how does this look like? There are 3 Cyclops. And then we'll see. Want to switch to the Blood Operative turn 3? I don't think so. We want to drop the Cyclops. That is a pretty good answer to the Blood Operative. And to the Watcher as well. Okay, it's time to start digging for something that can get us through the Recluse. Well, that's definitely not it. Oh, this looks like just another removal. A radical idea. Okay. This will allow us to get through the Recluse. And I can even leave the Disdainful Stroke open. It's 242, but we can get the Operative back at some point. And we have to get rid of the Recluse. Okay, we have an answer for this. That's not the answer that I had in mind. Mephitic Vapors would be amazing here. I think I'll leave the Disdainful Stroke open here. I have a feeling that this turn our opponent will cast something big. Yep, something like that. We are winning this race. We'll just attack. And we can cast the Hypothetical end of turn. Probably gonna be a removal in response. Capture Sphere. I think I'm just gonna keep both. It's like jumpstart, radical idea. Or just attack? No, nothing at all. Interesting. Ah. This is bad. That's what? That is 8 damage. Next turn. Yeah. I don't think I can afford it to return that blood operative anymore. Going down to 3. No, I can't. Oh, come on. Actually, cancel that. We have to kill the agent. May have to shuffle cards back with the devious cover-up, so that's why I'm not sending it down. The Dimir spy bug doesn't solve anything. I think I'll leave it like this. And I hope we have time. Our opponent has to start drawing lands at some point. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay. What do we want to shuffle back? Deadly Visit, Hypothesizal. Thinking if there's anything else that I want to shuffle back. Maybe even the Blood Operative, because it is lifelink, it could gain us some life. This doesn't do anything. I'll just send it to the graveyard. Should have that beacon bolt if I remember correctly. That would solve this problem here. There we go. That's what, 7 damage. I jump started it. I won't have mana for the devious cover up. But I can at least pretend like I have Sinister Sabotage. And I have to get rid of that Mystic. Okay, it just means that neither of us is going to attack. The Trada is pretty good. Get rid of a token. Shuffle it back. And we have to draw it once again then. Oh, unblockable creatures. Yeah, definitely not. So what do you want to shuffle back? Deadly Visit. Probably Hypothesis all. I think Mephitic Vapors wouldn't be horrible. One, two, three. That's 4. Cancel that. Let's shuffle. Where is it? The Blood Operative. Did I pick only 3 in the end? Did I not pick the Hypothesis all? No, that's still fine. 12, 9. And that was enough. Great. Okay, no black this time. We can play the agent. Hopefully that will give us black. Otherwise, this would be such a good hand if we had 2 black mana. Even 1 black mana would be nice. But I'm gonna keep it. Come on. Swamp. 1 swamp. Now. Nope. Luckily, our opponent also doesn't have a super explosive draw. There we go. Well, let's just play our bog, leave the Disdainful Stroke open. We can start attacking. He sacrifices the wall. Oh, that would be such a good situation for us. Thought Erasure. Well, that is not good. Probably gonna get rid of the Predator. I can't imagine taking anything else. Even if I draw a Guild Gate, I still would play the Mountain. Okay, let's play it. 2, 3. Refill the hand. Bats and the island. I definitely don't want the island. Okay, let's keep the bats. And if you could draw an untapped land, that would be great now. Yep. That wasn't too unexpected. But we still should be fine. Okay, so we have the Dazzling Lights next turn, so the Cyclope can attack and forces the Vine to block. And that makes the Beacon Bolt stronger. Oh, another Vine. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. There's +3 life, that's kind of annoying. 2, 4, 6. I think we will keep the land in hand against rats. I wouldn't be surprised to see multiple copies of rats in this deck. Mephitic Vapors. Okay. No, that sucks. He even milled a land. Oh, this is not bad. Do we play Dazzling Lights end of turn? Now let's just on top, play it safe. I'm just fishing for some counter magic here. What's the worst card here? Probably don't want another Thought Erasure. And now our opponent has to start playing something. I think he has access to counter magic. He wanted to keep it open to counter the disinformation campaign, but that's not an option anymore. Or at least not for long. Let's just play the Dazzling Light now. I want some instant and sorceries in the graveyard so that I can finally use the Beacon Bolt. Well, this works as well. 3, 4, 5. Let's put the Watcher on top. Let's see if our opponent is also playing this Disdain for Stroke. I'll find out right now. Yeah, there is... Actually, the chess could be waiting for the Portcullis Wine. Oh, he is playing it. Okay. But that's just one counter we don't have to worry about. Okay, it's exactly what we needed. Now we can play the blood operative. Still have the disdainful stroke open. That would be 3-3. We could trade that. I think we can let that resolve. And pause the turn. This may still take a while. How many cards do we have? Yeah, our opponent has something that he doesn't want us to counter. Don't want to run into some more counter magic with Etrada. So now you find out what the last card was. Rhizome Lurcher. Okay, good. And this is over. Actually, not yet. Still can draw something from the wall. But it would have to be something really amazing to solve the situation and get through the disdainful stroke. Well, 3 wins. If we can get one more win, I think I'll be quite happy with the result. Okay, same problem again. No black, but we have the agent. Let's keep again. As long as we don't run into Boros that can go 1, 2, 3, then we should be fine, probably. At least as long as the Whisper Agent finds us a swamp, that is. Okay, do we want to trade our Whisper Agent for the Dissident? Let's see, Watcher of Mist. I can't afford to keep that on top. And I kinda have to trade here. Another Dissident. And a land drop. I was hoping that maybe there won't be a land drop. Yeah, this looks bad now. Again, I think like keeping this hand wasn't a bad decision. We had, what, like 5 cards to go through on top of the library to really get into trouble by not getting black mana. This is interesting sequencing. Oh, it's 2 beetles, and they'll all be 2/2. Yeah. Go down to 12. The solution here would be Ritual of Soot, but we need to draw 2 black mana for that. I think we can just concede here. Almost looks like I forgot to put swamps into the deck. Again, I'm gonna keep this. Especially on draw. Our opponent going down to 5, wow. And now it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and we're just gonna lose because we won't get black mana. Oh, white, blue, wow. There we go. Suddenly, this looks a little bit better. Do you have anything with Surveil? Or do I have to jump in front of that hawk? Let's just trade here. We don't have any Surveil. And we have a card advantage. So we want to trade here. I'm gladly gonna trade the Etrana for the Charger here. Let's see if our opponent has some counter magic. Nope. Okay, we need second black mana. That's not the second black mana. Let's get rid of the island. The Disdainful Stroke is still useful. But where the hell are the swamps? Okay, nice. Thinking how many combat tricks are in these colors that would allow the sprite to win a fight with the predator. I don't think there is anything, so I can save the beacon bolt. This should be a decent answer for the sprite. We're gonna attack just for the surveil. Nope. How much do we want to play that crab? I think we do want to play, because if there is one blocker next turn, we wouldn't have lethal. This way, one blocker doesn't mean anything. Good. This is an interesting deck. Esper colors with aggressive white creatures. Okay, so on play, with black and blue, but only 2 lands. We draw 1 more land. We should be fine, so let's keep this. But I have a bad feeling about this. I think this is gonna be the game where I'm gonna see only 2 lands. Oh, maybe not. This could be potentially a huge problem. Let's just play an island and pause here. I'm hoping that our opponent runs into our Whisper Agent. I have to get rid of the Steam Can. This looks like a Sure Strike though. Do we want that land? Yeah, we definitely do. Okay, give me the Sure Strike. Well, that's not Sure Strike. And this is not a red spell, so we won't even trade. That worked really well. Okay, I'll just keep digging. We want to get to the 5th land. Looks like a pretty good draw. And it seems that I lost connection. Hopefully I'll be able to reconnect. Please don't tell me that my provider screwed me over. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So what did we miss? Not much. Beam Splitter Mage. Let's see if our opponent is willing to trade here. I don't think so. Well, who knows? This is definitely a trade I'd accept. This looks like we are running into disdainful stroke, though. Well, it was just opponent thinking about jump-starting the radical idea. Yep. How much do we care about the 6th land? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just draw it next turn. I want to have the Etrada and Disdainful Stroke in one turn. Hypothesis all. Okay. Do we even want to play Etrada here? Need to draw a creature. I will stick to the board. Etrada is nice. It's a removal, but doesn't really do that much damage. Oh, that's gonna be a devious cover-up. Great, we have this Disdainful Stroke ready for that. I might have... Or he may have it covered with some more counter magic. No. Okay, that was nice. I don't think we want more lands. Those 4 lands in a row on the top of the library. League Guild Mage. I think I will have to use Etrada for that. I want to save the Beacon Bolt maybe for something else. Five. Okay, this looks good. Our opponent doesn't have any counter magic. These didn't have the previous... Oh, another guild mage. Wow, nice. can't do anything to get lethal next turn. Oh. Come on. No more lands, please. Really? And jumpstart direct current to remove the informant? Well, that's a trade I'll take any day. Oh, actually, well, when you don't have the second red mana, this looks like a pretty bad idea. Okay. And we have the Ritual of Soot ready for this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just missed the fact that with so many lands he had only 3 mountains available for that. Come on. I don't remember the name of the 2 damage thingy. Direct current. I'm horrible with names. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have black, we have blue. We are on play with an agent and the predator with the ritual if things don't go exactly as planned. This is a keeper. So, do we want to draw? Ideally an island. I don't think we are pressured too much here. We should have time. Oh, Mephitic Vapors could be so good here. Oh, we should have time for the disinformation campaign. Just have to find that 4th land as quickly as possible. There is the 4th land. Now we have the backup plan with the Ritual of Soot. Now I want to see like 1 drop and 2 drop, both with 1 toughness. That would be perfect. Nothing. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna play the Mephitic Vipers. How desperately do we want more mana? I don't think I want the Snitch. But I may just keep the Crab played next turn. Survives the Ritual of Soot. It's a little bit scary that our opponent is not playing anything on even 4 mana. Either it's a full hand of removal. It's probably gonna be a Sure Strike. Or flying? Oh, he gives it flying. Okay, fine. Just pause the turn. use the ability again, then we use Hypothesizel. If he goes without flying and has that Shadow Strike after all, we use that in response. Light of Guardian is fine. And Garrett for battle. B5. How big of a problem is that? I think that's fine. I'll just get rid of the scout, I think. I don't want to use Ritual of Suit here. Okay, now I think our opponent has Shadow Strike. So that's 5, 6. Let's force his hand a little bit. Good. Yeah, already looking at 6 wins. That's definitely more than I expected from this deck. Oh, blue, black, 2-drop, 3-drop, Ritual of Suit. Excuse me. That's a bad start for us. That was a bad sequencing. He attacked and pretended that he had a Shadow Strike. I would still block, but still, it would force me to make the decision if I block or not. Okay. So, you tell me you want to mentor the 10th District Guard. Well, let's make sure that doesn't happen. And, yeah, we want that island. Now I just want to see as many 2 and 3 drops as possible, so I'll just sit here and wait for all of them. I think we just clear the board next turn, so I may as well prevent as much damage as possible. It was a bit earlier than I wanted, but now we can at least play the Agent Cyclops. And this is why I really don't want to play Guild Gates in Boros. Unless you are playing those those Guild Guards, or how it's called, at 5 mana 3/3 double strike with Guild in play. How much do we want to surveil here? Oh, we want to play the Cyclops. Why would you play Guild Gates in a deck that obviously wants to be as aggressive as possible? Trada is nice, but I'm pretty sure we want to... Oh, wait. Whoops, no red. That's still fine, that means our opponent can't do anything. And with the Unicorn attacking... still can't get lethal next turn. I would have to draw a mountain. Well, I definitely don't want to trade my Cyclops for the Unicorn. This is how we can get a lethal. Let's send both down. There we go. Okay, so somehow we managed to make it 7 wins with only 1 loss. I'm really surprised how well this went, but I think it was mostly luck, to be honest. Let's check our reward. Zoni. There's nothing. Response. That's already like 7th copy probably. And come on, Amara. Actually, Amara is nice. Also, I can now open my vault, so that's some more wild cards. Nice. So overall, this was a pretty good run, like surprisingly good, much better than what I expected after I finished drafting. So I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.